Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Third Saturday Meditation. It's good to be with you all. I'm in a very wintry day. We've had a lot of rain, so it's heavy clouds. No raining right now, but it could happen any second. So it's always a blessing for California, where I am, being usually in a drought. So it's very welcoming for us. Easy on the psyche, I would say. Let's see who's with us today. Welcome, Amber, Ireland, Santa Cruz, California, France, Slavic countries, Northern California, wine country, Oakland, Berkeley, California, and a new person I'm not familiar with. Welcome. France, Berkeley, California, US, Colorado, welcome. Michigan/Florida, Germany, Iceland, San Diego, California, France, and Taos, New Mexico. Taos/Colorado, I think. Welcome, everyone. It's always great to be together as we always form a community of like-minded people, like-minded hearts, souls that are committed to their own inner experience. I thought I'd start out by reading something right away. This is Compassion by the Little Book of Awakening, Mark Nepo. He's a Buddhist. Oh, he's many things. He's also an amazing poet. This is by Lao Sung. I have just three things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These are your greatest treasures. Compassion towards yourself. You reconcile all beings in the world. Compassionate towards yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. That's a pretty big statement, I would say. That how we are with ourselves affects the whole. How we are with ourselves influences life itself. Just feeling into that as a contemplation and as a healing ripples into all 8 billion people and all the animals, all of creation, all of the planet. When people ask, what can I do? Start with yourself first. That's the ripple effect. Because yes, you have a life, but really, you are life. You are life. That really helps me when I find myself in a fixed way of looking at the world, if I want people to behave differently, then they know how to behave. That how I am with them, how I am with them affects them. It affects the whole. So just taking a moment to take that in, relaxing into that. And at this particular time on the planet, that couldn't be a more challenging teaching. As we work with compassion, simplicity today, what's the other one? Patience today, and how that affects our meditation. Who we are as silence. Rumi says that silence is God's first language. And since we come from silence, it's at the root of us, it's at the root of creation. It's not something that's abstract, it's something that's deep within. Even with all the noise of the world, silence is. Even as we go up and we find ourselves in mental dialogue that actually we don't even really want to be there because it hurts. It hurts us, hurts our bodies. We can fall back down into that root of silence. Silence isn't really static. There's a great wealth in silence that you don't hear through your everyday chatty life or through your terror, your fear, your anxiety. Your feelings like you didn't get what you were supposed to get. What I find to be actually common is that people think, why don't other people get it? I keep telling them, why don't they get it? There's a bit of arrogance in that we can hide behind. So, yes, it does open up a level of vulnerability. When grounded, when grounded, as we walk through the earth grounded, knowing that we have a body, it's not an illusion. It's our form. We bring all this into form. Your form lightens. Your aches and pains can ease. You're not fighting. There's a much broader opportunity to have an understanding of your experience in this life now. Not up here, but in. We bring it in. In meditation, when I say that there are two currents of energy, the ascending and the descending currents. The descending, you bring all that light down, all that freer energy hasn't taken form down into your nervous system, down, grounded into the earth. And you bring the ascending energy up all the way through the nervous system, through this central channel, the spine, up. So we're always working through all these different levels of awareness. We're usually not so conscious of it because we're all thinking about something else or feeling something else or wanting something else. But when we take the time to sit, contemplate, ground, become vertical, expand out through the vertical current, we know it comes through a knowing. Some people are kinesthetic, they'll know it in their bodies. Some people hear, feel, know. You'll have your own experience of it. It doesn't make anybody special because it's here already. It just feels special compared to where we usually are. But it's always here. Having an experience of these currents, knowing yourself also as a current of energy. helps loosen the grip on our more attachment to our names, our jobs, where we are in the world, how we relate to others, more ego, even if it's more of a healthy ego. It helps loosen our grip and know ourselves beyond our identities. Or it expands those identities. It brings more energy in a healing way into those identities. Because you have a body, you have taken form, you have responsibilities in this world, which are the vehicles, actually, where we give this energy out into the world, and they're grounding for us. So we're kind of always working here. It feels like you're inside. So let's just find the current of your breath. Breathing in. Bring your attention to your feet. I'd like for you to feel the connection, the bottoms of your feet to the earth. Just take a minute and feel that as we open up the meridians at the bottoms of the feet, the chakra points. And we start feeling the pulsation of life. And as you're experiencing the pulsation, you realize that you are also that pulsation. That's where we are kind of sitting with who we are and the infinite as well as the finite. You let that pulsation grow. And if there's areas where you don't feel it, no judgment, just bring your awareness there. That's all that's necessary. We let that pulsation move up to the belly, the anchor, center, the mountain, where our instincts live. Intuition through our instincts. Perhaps you can feel the pulsation or around the belly button, the navel, or you can feel the ground, the mountain, who you are as the mountain. If any of you do yoga, the mountain pose, or who you are as the mountain. There's a lot of strength here. also affects the lower back. Just feel that pulsation grow. Really, as you're feeding the organs of your body, that lower back can relax. Whatever pressures you hold there, you can just say to the lower back, you don't have to hold so much. I'm strong enough to feel my belly, my core. The coccyx is pointed straight down. As we move up to the solar plexus, and we feel the pulsation in the solar plexus, also known as the third center. The belly relaxes. There's no tension between the solar plexus and the heart. Just allow that solar plexus to relax, expand. How we identify ourselves relaxes and expands. And let go of any rigidity in this center. And just let it breathe. This allows us to have more compassion for ourselves. Just allow it to breathe. The powerful center. Now bring your awareness to the spine. Not too loose, not too rigid. This is the center where the ascending and descending currents move through. So we don't want it too rigid, so the movement and energy can flow. Feed our nervous system, which feeds all of our who we all are, basically everything in our body, brains. So we want that to be not too loose or not too tight. Everyone will find their own way with it. But no, it's very powerful. So these two currents can move through who you are as a manifestation, a form. Now we move up to the brainstem. The skull, the back of the skull. Any tension from just being born that might be there. Just let this pulsation move through. As we come up to the crown, it's open to the appropriate place for each one of you. It'll be different for everyone. It's appropriate for you now. Now we come down to the forehead, the third eye. We want it to be in the center of your head, not too far forward or in the back. We want it to be in the center. And again, it opens to a point that's appropriate for each one of you individually. It's the center of visions, light, psychic seeing. Let any tension that's being held there to melt. As you're moving down to the physical eyes, and we relax those eyes. There's a face that you have without tension, eyes without tension. Eyes without that vigilance. eyes without fear. We move to the nose. It can be also a psychic center, actually. A lot of people, through smell, opens up a lot of information. Healers use it all the time. They can smell the body, they can smell. It's an old way where we used to use our sense of smell more than we do now. It's probably more of an old world way, but some people still have it strongly. Then we're going to move to the cheekbones, where we smile when we don't mean it. We smile as a way of protection. It's just to allow that to relax. Again, allow that original face without conditioning. As we move down to the lips, again, we're letting go of all the ways we smile when we don't need it. We allow our natural face, our natural mouth. And the jaw and the chin, which holds tension from the beginning of our time on earth. It's one of the oldest places of where we hold people making us do things we don't want or eat things that don't taste good or making us smile when we are babies we don't want to smile. We're letting that go. We bring the light in there so we can let it go, relax it. It affects the ears, our hearing, connected to our hearing, inner and outer. The inner dialogue sometimes is more of a conversation. It's an important conversation between the inside and the outside. It's important to be able to hear it or feel it. We bring our awareness to our throat, center of creativity, expression. Where we give voice, whether it's written or as verbal or as through music. We give voice to our inner experience. This opens to a point It'll be different for each one of you, but allow it to open. Trust it to open. It'll relax the neck and the shoulders because you won't be holding back. Now you move down to the high heart. Some people call it the soul seat. I also know it as a center of devotion, devoted to who we are as a being, as love. It's where we can feel our connection to the beloved. It's what opens when we chant. We bring together this opening with the fifth. Some people have an experience of angels here. Some people, deities, or their own depth of love. This is where Rumi and all those poet saints live, right here. Sometimes if you put your hand here, you can have a very tactile experience. It can be very kinesthetic. Some people taste the nectar, the spiritual nectar. And we move down to the heart. Your personal heart, the heart of the universe, the heart of humanity. The heart of discernment, deep intelligence, creativity. We experience it as a human being and as a being, as the universe, as humanity. This is where we love all our brothers and sisters. It's free of our judgments, our comparisons. It's free of that. This is where we have compassion. We can experience deep stillness. Sometimes it's called a well, the deep well. continue your meditation. Bring your awareness to your breath. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of your environment, the temperatures, the sounds. Become aware of your body. Change your position, open your eyes. Coming back. Compassion. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These are your greatest treasures. Compassionate towards yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. Thank you for coming into community. Thank you for forming a community every time you come. We bring form into this energy, the form of like-minded hearts. We affect the world. This is how we affect the world. Each community, there's so many communities, we can't count them anymore, is affecting the world and the play of diversity in the world. So we'll gather again the 3rd Saturday of March, beginning of spring. A little more daylight coming in each day. The chat is on if you'd like to participate. To be continued. Namaste.